you got a rough idea of what you think it will be to be able to qualify in that top six, and I've had a couple of blows this season, as we know, in the league that have certainly dented that. However, we're sat seventh at the moment still. I think people forget that. We're still sat seventh, although we've had a couple of poor results at certain points. We've picked up some wins as well. We've, as I said before, we won 2 games in Italy, which we couldn't do last year. Recently, we beat the Dragons over Christmas, obviously, which gave us a little bit. And then the other wins have come in other competitions or come in Europe. We know that Connacht is the start of a huge block for us. Connacht home, Treviso at home, Edinburgh away, Munster at home during a Six Nations period. Probably the ones who are less affected by the Six Nations are Connacht. So we know what a tough fixture that's going to be. The league champions, and we lost, I think 18-7, I think it was, away from home, and we missed an opportunity, dropping the ball over the line, really. So we know it'll be a tough game, and we know they're playing a fair bit of rugby at the moment. But as I said, it's the start of a 4-game block that has the capability of defining our season. I think the key is the defining block of games, and it certainly is that now. We've got an opportunity with a number of teams. 3 games at home, 1 away, and 3 of the teams that we're playing are below us in the league. Being the other one that we beat away from home, which you look back on now and was quite an achievement to beat Munster in Munster the way that they're going. But we're fully aware we need our best players available to us, which we're starting to get some of them back. And we need to improve some of the inconsistencies we've seen. Whoever we put on the field, our turnover rate has been a little bit too high, and we've leaked a couple of tries that perhaps we shouldn't have. It's in the league. Having said that, 2 good wins in Europe give us some confidence in a competition that we had the opportunity to target a quarter-final, and we've achieved that. So we've got to draw some confidence from that. That's a much better achievement than we had last year in Europe. But ultimately, it's about league. It's about trying to get into the top 6. And we know these 4 games now are massive if we're going to have any opportunity of doing so. I think, really pleased with the fact that we came out of the disappointment of a couple of league losses, Scarlets and Glasgow. We know the problems we had leading into that. To go into 2 European games and pick up 2 wins that gave us 5 wins out of 6 in a quarter-final, which is a great achievement for perhaps where we were and have been with some of our injury issues. As happens though, with injuries, they're ongoing, and you do have people that are returning, and people unfortunately have picked up bumps that won't make the game. So we still have our problems, and I'm pleased that we can go into it with that group of players with some confidence coming off the back of a few wins. We went into the Anglo-Welsh with a very, very young team against a fully loaded Sale, which is always going to be a huge challenge. But it was great for us to see some of those individuals on the field, and likewise a mixed team, slightly more experience in the team, let's put it that way, that played against Worcester out here in a very high-scoring game. But yeah, it served a purpose this period for us to give certain players a bit of a blow and other players some game time that they need.